Welcome back to GG Tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about expressions and how to simplify them. In grade 9 math, an expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and mathematical operators like plus, minus, times, and divided by that represents a value or a quantity. Think of it as a mathematical phrase, similar to how a sentence is a phrase in language. Expressions can include terms like variables, which are letters representing unknown values, constants, which are numbers, and coefficients, which are numbers multiplying variables. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Numbers represent specific numerical values, for example 5, 12, or -3. Variables are letters like x, y, and z that represent unknown values that can change, for example x or 2y. Mathematical operators are symbols indicating operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponents. Terms are parts of an expression that are separated by plus or minus signs. For example, in the expression 3x plus 5, 3x and 5 are terms. Factors are numbers or variables that are multiplied together to form a term. For example, in the term 3x, 3 and x are factors. Coefficient is the numerical factor in a term containing a variable. For example, in the term 3x, 3 is the coefficient of x. Examples of expressions: 2x plus 5. This expression has a variable x, a coefficient 2, and a constant 5. 3y minus 7. This expression has a variable y, a coefficient 3, and a constant -7. 5 plus 9. This expression has only constants and an operator, a divided by b. This expression uses variables a and b and the division operator. The key difference between expressions and equations is that an expression is a mathematical phrase, while an equation is a statement of equality between two expressions, using an equals sign. For example, 2x plus 5 equals 11 is an equation because it states that the expression 2x plus 5 is equal to the number 11. Here are some tips for solving math problems. Guessing an answer and checking it will likely give you the correct answer. That's one way to solve some problems. Try other methods for solving problems when you need to or want to. Remember, there is more than one way to solve math problems. Simplifying expressions in grade 9 math involves combining like terms and using the order of operations to reduce the expression to its simplest form. This includes simplifying within brackets, exponents, multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. Alright, here's a breakdown of the process. First, we need to understand like terms. Like terms have the same variable or variables raised to the same power or powers. For example, 3x squared and -2x squared are like terms, but 3x squared and 3x are not. Next, let's talk about the order of operations, often remembered by the acronym PEMDAS or BODMAS. P stands for parentheses or brackets. Simplify expressions within parentheses first. E stands for exponents or order. Simplify any exponents. M stands for multiplication or division. Perform multiplication and division from left to right. A stands for addition or subtraction. Finally, perform addition and subtraction from left to right. Now let's move on to combining like terms. Add or subtract the coefficients, which are the numbers in front of the variables of like terms, keeping the variable and exponent the same. For example, 3x plus 5x equals 3 plus 5, all multiplied by x, which equals 8x. Finally, let's talk about expanding brackets if necessary. Multiply each term inside the brackets by the term outside the brackets. For example, 2 times the quantity of x plus 3 equals 2x plus 6. Okay, let's dive into simplifying fractions. First, we need to find the highest common factor, or HCF, of the numerator and denominator. Once we have that, we divide both the numerator and the denominator by this HCF. Also, for any terms with the same base but different exponents, we simplify by subtracting the exponents. For instance, if we have x cubed divided by x squared, it simplifies to x to the power of 1, which is just x. Alright, let's work through an example together. We're going to simplify the expression 2 times the quantity of x plus 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. First, we need to expand the brackets, so 2 times x gives us 2x and 2 times 3 gives us 6. Adding the 5x and then subtracting the 2x squared, we get 2x plus 6 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Next, let's identify the like terms in our expression. We have 2x, 5x, and negative 2x squared. Here, 2x and 5x are like terms because they both have the same variable raised to the same power. Alright, let's combine like terms in the expression 2x plus 5x plus 6 minus 2x squared. First, we look at the terms with x. 2x plus 5x gives us 7x. Now we have 7x plus 6 minus 2x squared. Remember, we can only combine like terms, so 7x and 6 remain as they are, and minus 2x squared stays separate. The simplified expression is 7x plus 6 minus 2x squared. Simplify 7x plus 6 minus 2x squared. Final simplified form, usually written with terms in descending order of exponents, minus 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Key points. Remember the order of operations to ensure you simplify in the correct sequence. Carefully combine like terms by adding or subtracting their coefficients while keeping the variable and exponent the same. When simplifying fractions, find the highest common factor and divide both numerator and denominator by it. Please share this video with other fellow students and be sure to join us in our next session.